Hey friends, so this is Dr. J, and so a lot of people ask me where I'm from, and I tell them I am from rural Mississippi, like population maybe 3,000 people, and my background, even though it doesn't sound like it, is in note singing. I also love the hymns. Then there are those old school songs that I like to sing. And so right now I'm just going to give you just a quick little snippet of just the history of what's coming soon when it comes to the music project that I'm working on. So there was one song that we used to sing when I was little. And so I'm going to give you just a little bit of that song. And then I have Sister Jackie Minifield, who is a phenomenal musician that's going to work with us for some of the other songs. So the very first song is a old note song, and it is called Land of Endless Day. Now, if you think about note singing, it is historical. It comes from the Appalachian Mountains, and that group of people, they would come down to the South, and that was one of the times when black and white people would congregate, usually on the fifth Sunday, and sing these old songs. And so I'm gonna give you just a snippet of one song, and then we're gonna talk about other types of music. So the first song that I remember from my childhood was Land of Endless Day, and it went like this. Do, me, do, re. One day while I was walking along the dusty road, I heard a weary pilgrim bent down beneath the load. I reached my hand to help him. That's when I heard him say, I'll soon be crossing over to the land of endless day. I'll soon be crossing over to that home on high, where all my friends are waiting up yonder in the sky. I'll see my sainted mother along the Milky Way. Then I'll be crossing over to the land of endless day. And so that was one of the songs that we used to sing. And I remember being a kid, and we would always sing this song, and I would look so forward to singing that on fifth Sundays in my church. And then another thing that I love, and as a youth, I really didn't understand the gravity of the lyrics, but I loved a hymn. And one of my favorite hymns was I Surrender All. The introduction always gets me. All to Jesus I surrender all. To him I freely give. I will ever love and trust him in his presence daily live. I surrender all. I surrender all to thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all. And so, as I got older, the hymns really began to touch me. But I also cannot forget that quartet music was also a very important part of my coming up. Matter of fact, I remember being young, growing up in Bethel CME Church, being in a quartet with my family, but we never could get it together. We never could practice together, and we never could get along. We disagreed about everything from the songs to what we were going to wear together, but there was no denying that there was talent and that there was a love for that music. And there was one song that we used to sing that I remember. I was a little girl. I was young. I didn't know what the words meant, but we used to sing this song together. So I'm gonna try this one, okay? And this was now where we grew up. One of our favorite artists was Lee Williams, but we also like the Canton Spirituals. So this is a song by the Canton Spirituals. I'm coming, Lord. I'm coming, Lord. By myself, coming by myself. But you can look for me, you can look for me. But don't call the road until I get there. I may be blind, I may be blind, and might not see, I cannot see. But you can look for me, you can look for me. But don't call the road until I get there. That was my favorite song, okay? And we used to sing that song. We would fight before and after, but we would always get that song in. And then I can remember when I started pastoring many years ago, there was a song that anytime I would go to preach outside of my home pulpit, I would sing before I would preach. I don't do it much now, but it is still one of my favorite songs. It's still very indicative. It still explains a lot of what goes on in my life. And that song, very familiar to most of us, is I Won't Complain. I've had some good days. I've had some hills to climb. I've had some weary days and some lonely nights. But when I look around and think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days, and I won't complain. All right, so that's all we're gonna get today. But when we come back for the full project, we are going to take a journey of music and how it impacted our family, our legacy, and our ministry over the past 50 years. Stay tuned. Thank you so much.